This is a quick tutorial on how to use the play-by-play editor. Looks like a little chat icon on the toolbar. So after you open up any season file, simply click on it, and this is the interface that'll pop up. Notice we are on play 1 of currently 1,274 entries. You can add to this. You need to be aware, however, that this file is automatically updated every time there is a 4th Street basketball update. So if you elect to make your own play-by-play records, you need to back up that file. And the file is located in your users. File is located in the app data folder, which is located in your users folder under your machine name. In the app data folder, which is typically invisible, you need to turn the visibility on. If you don't know how to do that, Google it, you'll figure it out. And it is in the roaming folder under 4th Street software, 4th Street basketball. You scroll down far enough, you'll find pbp.xml. Notice right now its file size is 314 kilobytes, so it's a very small file. You need to back that up before you update your basketball program. Otherwise, the update will simply overwrite it and you'll lose your work. Okay, so let's go back to play 1 here. Now, if I want to make a new entry, all I have to do is click on one of the tools up here. There's 2 that are very similar. One of them is just add a new play-by-play description. The second one is to clone the present description. So if I want to clone this descriptor, I can simply hit that button and it'll make a new one, and then I can make any small changes to it I want. I'm going to make a new entry, which just gives me a clean slate. Before I had 1,274, now I've got 1,275 entries, and I need to go ahead and fill this in. Typically, what you want to do is start with a play type. So let's say that we just had a nothing but net shot out here from the elbow on the right side, and it was in period 2, so quarter 2, or the second half, depending on if you're working with college or pro. The offense was the winner in this case. Otherwise, you'd select defense or not applicable. Defender is something you don't typically have to use. Special is also something you don't typically use. Those are for specific events, such as the front end of a 2 free throw shot. The result code is extremely important. That's one of the basics that this does. The play-by-play record looks to match up the situation on the court with all of these stipulations. So we need to have the ball in level 2. This is the result code that must have happened. The shot must have been taken from this location. The period must be 2. Now the score, we need to select what the score is. Notice it's not team dependent. What basically the situation is on the floor. So if the game is within 3, we would simply select that checkbox. If we don't want it to be score specific, we can just put not applicable. But we'll go ahead and make this a tie. So maybe the score is 30-30 in the second period. And now we're ready to go ahead and make our entry. Now, you can do this in a number of ways. One of those ways is to simply type in whatever you have. And then I'll go back and show you what's going on here. So let's say that Willie Skelter has the ball near the elbow. Put a ... at the end. That will help tell the user that there's a continuation of the same play here. Shoots, scores, and that's the end of our entry. Now I'm going to update this real quick. That just simply saves it in here. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. The play type is that it was a 2-point shot that was good. That's very important. Now, if any of those parameters are not filled in, then during gameplay, this play-by-play entry will simply be skipped by the program and it won't use it. So we have to be specific. It has to be complete, I should say. And one other thing, Willie Skelter might play for this team, but he doesn't play for anybody else. So if we want to make this more universal, I'm going to first of all go ahead and grab Willie Skelter's name and highlight it, and then I'm going to replace that with a keyword here of ball handler. So ball handler means he is the one in possession of the ball. And now, after I update it, I can hit the preview button, and ball handler has the ball near the elbow. Now if Willie has the ball, it would replace the word ball handler or XXX ball handler with Willie Skelter, or Skelter, more likely. All right, likewise, scores. Okay, well, this is a specific shot. It's a nothing but net. There is a thesaurus here that we can look at for nothing but net shots. So let's go on here. Now, if I just type in nothing but net in the search bar here, it comes up with this, and it has a plethora of entries that are inside here. You can add your own. So nothing but twine, yes, splash, so on and so forth. Money is another one. Maybe we'd like to add our own, so we can do that. Let's just type in something. We've got good a couple of spots here. I'm just going to type it in again. So good. And the frequency with which that is used is ranged from 1 to 10, as you can see on the tooltip there. So 1 is infrequent, 10 is highly frequent. Let's just leave it, well, let's turn it up to 3. We can then add that to our list. And now we have another good entry inside here. Now I already have that one, so I'm going to select this one. I could update it if I want and change its frequency. Maybe I want to lower it to 2. Hit the update, and as you can see, it changed to 2. Or I'm going to remove this one altogether. So now it's not in there. Okay, now what that does back here on the farm, if I replace the word score with nothing but net, and there has to be an XXX in front of it. That's how the search tool works inside the game program. Whoop, I've got the wrong spot there. This is a synonym. So the thesaurus words are found in the synonyms section. The basic items are all found in the keyword section. The keyword ones are hardwired into the code. The thesaurus ones are not. So you can add more thesaurus entries if you want. As you can see, the list is pretty extensive here. So some of them are not used frequently, but they're there in case you want to do. And let's see, there's nothing but net. All right, so I'll update that, and this is what happens in the preview window. So what it's doing is going through those lists that I showed you, and it's replacing it with that. And what that does is it just makes the play-by-play more flexible. Okay, now if I want to, I can add a exclamation mark after that, and you can see the final result. All right, I would not suggest sorting these. All right, if you choose to delete an entry in here, maybe you just don't like it, just click on this little red X, warn you that it's about to delete the record, and there we have it. And now we're back to 1,274 entries.